Hi guys, Rebel Reverend from Rebel Reverend Consultancy. So I'm here. I finally arrived. I've finally arrived at my apartment, which is in a suburb 30 minutes north of Coffs Harbour. And I'm so blessed. You can probably see in the background there's the ocean. What a wonderful view I have that I get to wake up to. And I'm slowly zenning out, slowly. But with the full moon and with Easter, of course, we've all had to make sacrifices. And, part of that for me is that I've had to let go of certain people that I find toxic and are affecting my energy and making me quite volatile and not being positive in my life. And I've had to sacrifice a lot this Easter and walk away from people and relationships that are just not fulfilling me anymore. But as promised, it's not about me anymore. It's about you. So I've got some cards. So today I'm reading from the Osho Zen Tarot. This is a great great tarot deck. I picked it up, it was about around 2000, 2001, 2002 when I first picked it up. Back then, I just walked into MCC, Metropolitan Community Churches, which is an inclusive church, GLBTIQ church. However, at this point in my life, I think that you have to put the S on the end, otherwise it's not inclusive. So I'm sorry if I keep fading in and out. The lighting's a bit funny here, so I do apologize for that. But, so, unless you put the S on the end, someone's got a cough. Someone out there's got a cough, bad chest infection actually. Oh, I'm feeling that. You need to get that off your chest. That's something that you definitely need to get off your chest. Let's look into that. Okay, so it's not inclusive unless you put an S on the end, basically. Unless it's gay, bi, lesbian, transgender, intersex, straight, it's not inclusive, okay? If it's GLBTIQ, it's not inclusive unless you include the straight community, and the straight community aren't inclusive unless they include the GLBTIQ. So, inclusive is everyone. We're universal. We're high vibrational. We're universal. We accept everyone and love on everyone. But sometimes loving yourself is actually something that's required. Sometimes you're required to love yourself enough to say, no, I'm going to walk away. I'm going to leave you behind, so to speak. I love myself enough to know what I need on a vibratory level. And if you're not fulfilling it, then I'm prepared to walk away. And that's what I've had to do. So major tests. But I'm ready. I'm ready to meet a woman now. Yes, I'm ready to meet a woman, a beautiful, successful woman, and have a beautiful wife and a family and a really great career. So I've made that choice for myself this Easter. They're going to do that. I'm going to enter into fellowship with all different spiritual communities, all different faith backgrounds, and I'm not going to exclude anyone unless they're toxic and I can't deal with their energy anymore, or, I'm not reacting to them in a positive way, and then it's better just to cut myself off from that person. So it's taken me a long time to learn that. But Osho Zen Tarot is, if you know anything about me being universal, you know that I've studied Zen Buddhism a little bit. I'm a Reiki master, so Honshu Shonen, the God in me greets the God or Goddess in you. So I believe that everyone is God and God is in everyone. And if you believe in me but don't believe in God, then really you don't believe in me. So that's the way it goes. So if you believe in nothingness, your wish is my command. You are nothing to me. Goodbye. Yeah, no, I don't believe in that at all. I believe in people. I believe in people, and, I don't believe in nothing. Nothing's an impossibility to me. So if you believe in me, you believe in God. If you don't believe in God, but you think you believe in me, then you really don't believe in me. That's the way it goes. So let's do a reading for the week. Okay, we've got lots of people doing twin flame readings. Lots and lots of people doing that. I'm just going to go straight back to basics. We're just going to pull a card for each day of the week and see what happens. So today is Monday. Somewhere in the world, it's still Sunday, I would imagine. So Monday. Here we go. Monday. Pulling out a card. Oh, innocence. So this is actually a really good time for you. I'll show you the card. There you go. Now, the first thing I'm drawn to in this card, always when I look at this card, is the praying mantis. Grasshopper. It's all, for me, it's all about precision, being patient, setting goals for the week, writing lists and, crossing things off as you do them, dotting your I's, crossing your T's, making sure that you're being really above board, really disciplined as well. So, and, within that discipline and that simplicity, getting back to basics and really just, enjoying the moment, you're then able to enjoy the beauty that's surrounding you with all those beautiful cherry blossoms in the background as well, which, really speak to me that, you are surrounded by natural beauty everywhere you go. Even, if you seem to be in a place where there isn't a lot of nature, like a major capital city or something, there's always somewhere where you can go and just connect with nature. Even if it's just to a local park and just taking your shoes off and putting your feet on the ground, earthing yourself. So, but this is a week for us all to just take our time, be disciplined, remain calm, breathe, take that moment to just think things through carefully, very carefully. I didn't start the week like that. But, I'm not perfect. Neither are you. No one is. So, but within our chaos and within our messiness, there is perfection. So, but yes, we're starting our week off by just making some plans and writing lists and thinking things through carefully, what we would like to achieve, and then going about that methodically to actually try and achieve that. Now, this is actually card 19, XIX. See, XIX, card 19. 19 in numerology actually is a 1, okay? Because you add the 1 and the 9 together, you get a 1. And 1 is about new beginnings. And actually, Sunday is really the first day of the week, but for some reason in the Western world, now we choose to look at the working week as Monday being the first day. So it's quite funny that they came out for Monday. And you can actually see the older man as well in this card, and I feel like he's actually communicating with the praying mantis. Actually, the praying mantis or the grasshopper, however you want to look at it, is actually symbolic of him, his soul, It's, even though he's aged and been walking his path for a long time, he's actually, and, has the precision of a master. He also has the innocence of the insect. So, is able to connect on that level and just enjoy the moment and the beauty. And you can see that there's actually you can see that he's got the cherry blossoms in his hair as well, like they're showering over him. So this is going to be a week where we're going to be showered with blessings, whether they be big or small, as long as we stay centered within ourselves and stick to our guns and, dot our I's and cross our T's. So Tuesday, let's have a look. There we go. Ooh, look at that. Now, a lot of people don't read reversals. I never used to. When I read Angel Tarot, I don't read reversals. But when I read Zen Buddhist Tarot, I definitely read reversals. And look, Tuesday, look at that. There is the temptation to ignore your inner voice. Because you've got inner voice and you've got it reversed. Okay, now actually this is card 2, which is also in the traditional tarot, is the priestess. So, there's the temptation also to have a negative experience or listen to the negative words of a sister figure in your life. This could be a best friend. It could be someone that plays the role of a sister. It could be someone that is your sister, your stepsister. It could be your best boyfriend, Nigel, that lives down the road that loves to wear high heels on a Friday night. He could be your sister as well. I feel like this person could actually be giving you words, advice, and it may not be the best advice. So you need to really trust your gut instincts on this, okay? But as you can see, the dolphins, there's one facing up and one facing down. So, that's balance. So maybe, there's going to be perhaps information delivered without tact. If anyone knows me well, they know that I just don't have tact when I deliver things. I just speak what's on my mind. I really don't give a shit what people think. If they take it the wrong way, that's their own fucking problem. If they, ask me to rephrase something because they don't understand that, then, ask and it is given. But if you're just going to walk around, moping around because you didn't understand what I said properly and you're going to have a bad attitude about it, well, then, more fool you. But this is actually, this is quite good too, because you got one dolphin facing down, like it's diving deep into the water, and you got one coming up out of the water. And dolphins, you can see where I live, are very symbolic of laughter, frivolity, having fun, fellowship. So, there's a chance that, you are going to be in a social situation on Tuesday, and someone that is a sister figure to you, whether they be the queen next door or, they be, your sister from down the road or whatever it may be, they may actually have words with you. And, there's every opportunity too that you may take it. I was just channeling before that they may be taking it the wrong way. You may be taking it the wrong way too. So you need to really trust your gut instinct. If that voice in the back of your head, that positive one that says, oh, wait a minute, maybe you should really be listening to this, but you just don't want to hear it and you're just being stubborn about it and you're just like, I don't care. Maybe you just need to go, oh, maybe I just will cop it on the chin this time and actually just, I will listen and, yeah, so it can work both ways. Yeah, you got one up, one down, so it works both ways, okay? It's all about, compromise. Okay, so sometimes we have to listen as well as deliver messages. So I think this one's going to relate to me, actually. I can relate to that card because I'm very stubborn. I'm the stubborn master that, thinks, sometimes just doesn't want to hear it. But yeah, so that's Tuesday, right? Let's look at what's going to happen on Wednesday. Here we go. Oh, look at that. That's reversed too, but that's good. That's very good. This card, the politics card, says someone's wearing a mask. Someone's been wearing a mask for a very long time. They've been playing the politician. They're being very false. They're not being their authentic self. They're telling people what they want to hear, what they think they want to hear. And this card, when it's reversed, is saying you've taken that mask off. You're just being yourself now. You're just doing whatever you feel on an authentic level you need to do for you to make you happy, to fill you up to happiness and joy and peace and prosperity and all those things. And if people don't like it, they can just get fucked. Okay? And that's the best way to be, because when you do that, when you're true to yourself, you're authentic with yourself, yeah, you may piss people off, but those people that you piss off are the people that you really don't want around. They're the people that really don't love you for who you are, don't really support you at all, and don't want you to be successful. The people that really are in a high vibration will just go, oh, yeah, shit, whatever. Chris is having a bad day. Yeah, okay, whatever. But they'll still support you. The ones that don't like you being your authentic self, that want you to be, pleasing to them, always pandering to them, always doing what they want, always providing for them, always answering to them, never speaking up for yourself, never defending yourself. Those people don't love you. That's not love. That's control. They want to control you. This card in the reversed position, which in the traditional tarot can actually mean that you're walking into something. The Seven of Swords usually is like you're going to walk away from a lot. It's like escaping a situation with, like, by the grit of your teeth, like only taking what you need, only taking what you can keep on you, fleeing from a situation. It can also represent losses. This is all about gains in the reversed position. This is like saying, mate, you have actually hit the nail on the head. You are stealing the wheel. You're the one stealing the wheel. You're the one walking away with everything. Everyone else is like, shit, damn, he's walking away with fucking everything. Look what he's got now, or look what she's got now. But it's only because you've lifted yourself on a vibratory level to the point where you're like, I am the emperor. I totally am the emperor. Or I am totally the empress. Or, if you're below 40, I am a king. I am a queen. And the king and queen doesn't necessarily have to relate to being a male or a female. You can be a male in a queen energy quite easily, so just take how it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, just, be a seeker, seek something else that does resonate with you. Don't fuck around with me, okay? Because I can't be bothered. But, you know, this is actually great. This is fantastic. This is great. Because this means, like, you're actually taking your mask off. You're just showing the world who you truly are. If people don't like it, that's their own problem. You know, and I feel like some of us, like with me, I walked the path of a gay man for many, I'll share something. I walked the path of a gay man for many years. And it made me deeply unhappy, it made me deeply resentful, it made me deeply angry, it made me deeply volatile. Drugs, sex, and rock and roll. And I was just like, no way, until I turned to Christ. Now, you don't have to believe in Jesus Christ. That's your own business. But I definitely believe in Jesus Christ because I know that that saved me from a lot. Okay? And it had a place in my life. And Jesus Christ has a place in my home. I share my home with Jesus Christ, okay? And when I say home, I mean the home where I live and my body, my temple. I share it with Jesus Christ, okay? There are people out there that don't believe in that, and that's fine. I'm inclusive. I'm universal. I want to know what you believe in. Leave comments at the bottom of this page so telling us what you do believe in. If you believe in nothing, though, remember, what you put out on a vibratory level a majority of the time is what you're going to attract back to you. If you believe in nothing, that means you don't believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to attract the life that you truly desire. Okay? I believe in eternal life. I believe in people. I believe in family. I believe in fellowship. I believe in rainbows. Okay? I believe in myself. Now, I've had to take that mask off. Okay? I've had to take that mask off, which didn't work for me. Didn't work for me. Not really. You know it doesn't work for you when you get to the point where you need Viagra to actually, you know, and you're not even over 40 yet. You need Viagra and drugs and alcohol to be able to have sex with men. That's not healthy. So I had to reassess myself and I had to take that off. And yes, I am camp as all fuck, okay? I'm camp. Very camp. But I've been around gay men all my life, so of course I'm going to be camp. But that served a purpose because it taught me how to dance in heels. And then when I was a dance instructor, I had to teach other women how to dance in heels. And being a creative consultant and a spiritual consultant, I now had to work with creative women and actually be able to help them in their roles and in their jobs because I've walked that path. I know what it's like. They're like, you don't know what it's like, don't I? Let me get up my heels and show you, okay? I do know what it's like, but I thought you were straight. I fucking am straight. We can go on a date after this, okay? But, you know, the thing is that what you want to be is what you can be. You know, it's not up to them out there to tell you, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. You are what you believe you are. If you are camp as all fuck and you're a guy and you want to get married and have kids, you can do that. There's no one out there that should step in the way of that. If they don't like that, that's their own fucking problem. Don't get fucked. Who the fuck are you? That's what you say to them. Who the fuck are you, douchehead? Like, seriously. A meathead? A meat suit running around? I don't think so. Sensitive guys? Women love them. Women actually adore sensitive men. They love them. I've been surrounded by very dominant, powerful women my whole life. I like women that are strong and powerful and dominant. I've been around that my whole life. Actually, the most influential people in my life have been women. All the ones that have been positively influential, time after time after time throughout my life, have all been women. All the ones that have hurt me have been men. So, you know, that mask had to come off, okay? And I've taken that mask off. So I feel some of you will be doing the same thing. So I hope this is inspirational to you. I hope if you're out there and you think, you know what, I'm not happy with where things are at in my life. I'm going to make some changes. And people are like, you can't do that. Yes, I fucking can. Watch me. Yeah, that's all you have to say to them, okay? People will be like, oh, that's a bit weird, but who cares? We're all weird. We're all fucked up. We're all crazy, okay? So the next card. Oh, this is good too. Wow, look at that. Now, the schizophrenia card does not mean that you're going to have schizophrenia. It means that you're in two minds, but because it's reversed, it means you've made up your mind. These two cards side by side, politics and schizophrenia, says you've chosen to take off that mask and you've made up your mind about what it is that you truly want, what you truly desire, and you're going to go after it. You're going to let go of those. You can see in this card, see how that little person's holding on with their feet and their hands? And you've got the birds down here and you've got the clouds up the top there. Now, if it was this way around and they let go, they would fall down through the clouds into that big crevice, right? But it's not, it's this way. Look, see? So, and they're facing up. They're facing up. So when they let go, they're just going to go whoosh, and they're going to fly up through that thing, up through the clouds, and they're just going to be living in heaven. They're going to be having a great time. So, you actually just need to make up your mind. You just need to make up your decision. Yeah. So we've got on Monday, we're making plans for the week. We're going to start writing down lists. We're going to start doing healthy things for ourselves, eating well, dotting our I's, crossing our T's. We're just going to be super, super, super disciplined. Not to the point of being dogmatic or, controlling or super controlling ourselves. We're still going to have a good time, because obviously if you're not having fun, you're not in a positive vibration. You're not doing what you love. You're not actually going to be, won't achieve anything. But you will have words with a woman on Tuesday. She's a high priestess, okay? And she's going to be telling you a few home truths, and you may have to actually listen to it. And I think that's a message for me too. So I'm in the same boat as you. We're all in the same boat. But the thing is that you actually have chosen to take off that mask. You've chosen to take off that mask. And you've made up your mind. You've made up your mind. You're not in two minds anymore. You know exactly what you want. You know what to do. You know how to change it. And you watch the next card that comes out. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What happens by Friday, by the Sabbath? Yes, I celebrate the Sabbath. I celebrate all faith. All faiths, all faith holidays. Yes, I do. So the Sabbath, sundown on Friday to sundown on Saturday, Sabbath. I try to do something, try to be with family when I can. All right. Bang, there we go. Told you, didn't I? There it is, ordinariness. But actually the Eight of Pentacles is a great card. It's a card of industry. It's a card of you're stepping into your power now. You're going to start your own business. You're going to start your own projects. Opportunities are going to start presenting themselves to you. People are like, yeah, no, he's cool. He's all right. Or she's cool. She's all right. You're actually collecting lots of fruit along the way, lots of flowers. You're out enjoying nature. You're being grounded. You're using your spiritual tools. You're using nature, the elements, earth, air, fire, water, to actually produce something of great worth, something that people are going to appreciate and understand and relate to and receive really well. So, but actually you need to be in a vibration of receiving too. You need to actually be in that, vibration of, I do deserve to have the things in life that I want. So much so that I'm prepared to walk away from things that aren't working for me anymore. Is that such a sacrifice? Not really. If it's not working for you, then, you might as well walk away from it. Otherwise, you're just never going to get anywhere in life. You're just going around in circles. So, but you can see it's beautiful. And she's actually got a hat on as well. So this is actually speaking to me of higher wisdom, higher knowledge, understanding that there is always something, a high reality above us. She's got her hat on. And, she's just dressed pretty casually. She's just pretty cruisy. She's just, collecting flowers, and there's clouds in the background, but the clouds are behind her. That's a period where you've gone through, you've been really foggy-headed, you've been dealing with emotions that haven't been very comfortable. But that's behind her now. She's coming towards us in the cards, so she's got all that behind her. She's actually been walking over the hills as well. It's been a pretty big ride, pretty long walk. But where's she going? That's what we need to work out. Where's she going? What's happening to her? And you could be a straight guy and be totally in a femme energy. That's possible. It's most of us now, as we head towards the ascension, are actually discovering that, we're a balance of shadow and light, and a balance of masculinity and femininity. And it's okay to be a straight male and have femininity. That's actually if you're a straight guy and you're in touch with your feminine side, that's great, because that means you're going to know how to please your wife. You're going to know how to be nurturing. You're going to know how to be compassionate. You're going to know how to be gentle. You're not going to know how to be understanding, all those things. So, being in touch with your feminine side is not a shit thing to do. It's actually a really good thing to do. And we have shadow and light too. So it's good to embrace your negative traits and work on them, and, allow them to become a blessing for you, because when you do that, you will actually, you turn your life around. Look at those storm clouds coming in behind me. Oh, that's shadow. But without those storm clouds, you can't have lightning. And how beautiful is lightning? My favorite weather is lightning, thunder and lightning. I love it, love it, love it. The power, the awe of Mother Nature is just amazing. I can't wait for my first lightning storm to be looking out over the ocean just here. It's fantastic. So yes, big industry, opportunities, contracts, definitely contracts coming. I'm going to make this a quick reading, 30 minutes. So by Saturday, here we go, Saturday. What do we got there? Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Now, this is the Nine of Cups, but it's reversed. Right. So actually, what this is telling me, and what I feel more so about this is that you're going to have a wish come true, but not in the way you expect it to. You're going to have a wish come true, but it actually won't be what you were expecting it to be. Okay? And, you know, it's actually going to be... Oh, look, I bet the next card's going to be a really positive card. Is what I'm channeling before I even pull the cards out. See that there? What I'm channeling is that you're actually... This surprise that you're not going to see coming is a wish come true, but actually it's probably going to be a whole lot better than what you'd hoped for, but in a very different way to what you expected. So, you know, for example, if you have applied for a job, you may get a position, or you may be offered a position, offered an opportunity that is like a dream come true for you, but actually they'll turn around and say, well, we want you to do something different than what you thought you would have been doing. So, for example, look at my life. Now, should like Virgin Records walk through the door and say, we want you to be a pop star, and I'm like, yeah, okay, but we want you to be a drag queen, and I'm like, oh, right. So I've just walked away from a lifestyle that I really didn't want to have anything to do with anymore, even though I'm inclusive and I have a lot of gay friends and family. But what you're saying is you want me to still be a drag queen. And they'll be like, yeah, and you'd be like, oh, I don't know that I want to do that. I'm not sure about that. That might not be right for me. But then they're like, no, it's going to be good. It's going to be everything you hoped it would be. It's going to be better than you hoped it would be. You're going to be an absolute star. And you're like, but I don't want people to think I'm gay, because I'm not. And they'll be like, yeah, we know, but like, it doesn't matter. It's just art. It's just music. It's just having fun. You're having a good time. People don't care. And you'd be like, because like me, you've got programs that you need to resolve relating to your childhood when you were bullied because you wanted to be a dad. Do you know what I'm saying? So there's like a test there. It's like, how inclusive are you? Are you a team player? Are you going to bat for us? Are you going to do this? And you're like, oh, okay, all right, yeah, I will. But you watch what happens. Watch what happens. Here we go. There we go. I'm going to turn that one the right way up, okay? Because this card actually doesn't get read reversed. And I can show you that in the book. If you get the book, you'll see this card doesn't get reversed. The Master card is like, you know, it's like saying you've mastered major lessons. But because it is reversed, we don't read it reversed, it means that you've still got a little bit to go, okay? You've still got a little bit to go. Still got a bit of learning. Still, actually, you know, you're right on that, you know, edge. You know, I'm on the edge of glory. Yeah, so you're right on the edge of that you got to jump off that cliff, you know, because you've got this wish and they're saying, but it's going to be everything you dreamed it would be. Come on, do it. You got to bat for us. You got to be a team player for us. You got to do this for us. And you're like, I don't know. And then and you're like being challenged. Look at those storm clouds coming in. They're coming in. You're thinking, oh, I don't know that I want to do that. I've walked away from that. I don't really want to be associated with that anymore. And they're like, come on, you look fucking sexy in heels and tights. Come on. And you're like, oh, I don't want to do this shit. Seriously. But it will be everything you ever hoped it would be, just in a very different way. Because, you know, you need to walk your talk. If you're saying you're inclusive and you're a straight guy, what's wrong with getting in a pair of heels? Shit. Okay. Fair enough. Do I really want to do that? How bad do you want to be famous? How bad do you want to send a message of inclusivity? How bad do you want people to know that they're loved regardless of whatever they do, that there's nothing that they could possibly ever do that would keep the universe from loving them? Do you want that? Let me remind you what an ascended master is. An ascended master is someone that has mastered the ability to be able to be loved and to love others, and nothing more than that. Sure, there's bells and whistles. Some of them can float on air. Some of them can open third eyes. Some of them are majorly psychic, can hear spirit. Some of them do this, some of them do that. There's bells and whistles, okay? We all have bells and whistles. But ultimately, an ascended master is a being that has risen above their own ego and would be prepared to sacrifice, because remember, a sacrifice is something given, not something taken. Yeah, Jesus was forced to be nailed to that cross by the Romans, by the Jews 2,000 years ago. That was taken from him, all right? He knew that was going to happen. The dogma that's come out of that over the last 2,000 years has been absolutely crazy, because the only message that he's actually taught was love and be loved. And people have turned their back on that. Love and be loved. The golden rule. Love thy neighbor and love thyself. Bang. There it is. Love and be loved. And he got crucified for it. But an ascended master, and look, even like all the saints and apostles down through the ages, in all different faiths, I'm not just talking about Christianity, there are Islamic saints that were crucified. There were pagans that were burnt at the stake. Look at Joan of Arc. She was a Catholic, but look at Joan of Arc. Burnt at the stake. Pagans that were actually slaughtered and crucified. Everyone, there are ascended masters that we have no idea of. None at all. They ascended thousands of years ago, and they're not famous. They're not famous people. They could just be the person next door that you've just never ever heard of before, and you know, they just worked on their shit. They worked on it and worked on it and worked on it and worked on it, and they just got to a point where they're just like, bang, total enlightenment, which isn't nothingness, by the way. It isn't nothingness. Enlightenment is actually being aware. How can you be aware if you're nothing? You're completely aware. You can't be completely aware if you're nothing, because nothing is literally that. Nothing. That's not awareness. That's nothingness. That's nothing. Nothing in our concept doesn't exist. Not in science, not in metaphysics. It doesn't exist. Not in Christian Science, not in faith groups all around the world. Nothingness does not exist. It's impossible. Even in deep space, there's still dark matter. Here on Earth, we're finding out about that now. Actually, there's this shit, they call it dark matter. We don't know how it works, but it's there. We know it's there. Even in space, deep space, where it's black and they supposedly thought that it was empty, it's not empty. There's dark matter there. And even within the darkness, there's light. You just have to look up at the night sky from Uluru in Australia, where it's pitch bloody black, and you look up and you see every single fucking star in the universe that can be seen with a naked eye. And they glow and they're bright, and they, you know, there's light there. Even though it's darkness, there's light. There's the moon. During the day, when we supposedly think it's bright, you've got shadows, which is darkness. Everything is balanced. Everything is whole. That's what true enlightenment is. Bringing together your masculine and your feminine sides. See? Bang, there they are. Feminine, masculine, bringing them together. Marrying them within yourself. Lifting your vibration to a point where you open your third eye, you open your crown chakra, your energetic body expands to the point where you feel connected to the entire universe, and you have awareness. You're completely aware. So you are going to be a master, an absolute master of your trade. But first, you need to learn from other people that have already mastered certain things. Yeah, you have a lot to offer. I have a lot to offer. Everybody has a lot to offer. Well, I was channeling the other day, funnily enough. What happens when we're born? What do they call that? They call it being delivered. We're delivered. You deliver a baby. That delivery is a message. Everybody has a message to give. Everybody has a message to give. Whether you are designed just to give that message to one person or billions of people all around the world, you have a message to give. You've been delivered. You're post, literally. From higher dimensions, you're posted. You're going to Earth, you've got a message, this is what you're going to say. Some of us choose to deliver our own messages. You know, we get to a certain point in evolution, we're like, you know, I need to go back, I need to deliver this message. I can see this is happening on the Earth to my family group, my soul group that are down there. I need to go down there, I need to help them. I need to deliver a message. And you deliver that message. Some people deliver messages to billions of people, and it's the wrong message. If you're this, you're that, you need to be murdered, you need to be killed. You know, I'm not even going to mention groups. We're not going to give them power anymore. They're nothing, okay? Those people don't have power anymore. We're not going to give them power anymore. We're going to take back the remote control. We're going to take back the power. We're not going to mention them anymore. They don't exist. We're going to do what we did to Morgana. We're going to turn our backs on them. You don't exist in our reality. We live in a high dimensional reality now. We don't want anything to do with you. You don't exist. You're a lower vibrational group. You don't exist in our reality. Yeah, but there are people spreading negative messages as well. Very negative messages. Some of those people actually are people that are walking in faith groups as Christians or Catholics or Muslims. Extremists that use the word of God or use their faith to actually spread a message of hatred, and exclusivity. That's not acceptable. Not on our watch. We won't tolerate that. We're one family. For all we know, we can't get off this rock yet. We're all stuck here and we don't fucking want to blow each other up. Okay? We're not putting up with that anymore. But a lot of you are actually moving into a period now where you are going to be mastering your energies, your internal energies, and when you do that, you're going to then learn how to project them outward, and you're going to learn how to master energies outside yourself. Some of you are already shape-shifting. Some of you have actually discovered how you can be in meditation, leave your body and go to other places. And in reality, that means you're in two places at one time. I've recently learned how to time jump. What's time jumping? Well, for me, it's actually where I think about memories and I start walking in circles anti-clockwise. I time jump. I put myself into a trance and I go backward in time and I rearrange things in my mind of what happened, change things, change scenarios to actually create positive events in the future. Yeah, it's very much connected in with Vienna Stibble, Theta Healing. If you ever get the chance to read that book or go do a course in Theta Healing, go do Theta Healing. I've actually learned through Theta Healing and working with pulling out different belief systems that no longer serve me, no longer serving my highest, greatest good. I've learned and channeled through the creator of all that is how to time jump. So now I'm working with time jumping because I'm more of a shaman than I am anything else. I'm very physical. I love to dance. I love music. I love song. I love all those sorts of things. For me, that is worship. I actually see worship going in a different direction too. They're actually going to start to have more mainstream music in worship services. Kylie Minogue, Lady Gaga, Christina Aguilera, all these people, mainstream musicians that are actually, starting to connect with their faith now on a very deep and profound level. And they're actually walking in like, Hillsong, which is very famous around the world as a Christian group, are actually starting to sign different artists to them. They're signing artists to them. Major singers that actually, are marching now for God, the God of your own understanding. And, that's important because, you can, as much as you read the book, you need to have a personal relationship with the God of your own understanding. And from my belief, you need to actually go inside to do that. You can read a book to actually verify, have other people, other authors had this experience. What does it mean? You can go to the Word of God You can go to other faith groups' religious texts and see what they've experienced those things too. You need to verify the information that you're getting. You can't just take it as lip service. You can't just take it for gospel. You could have entities telling you all sorts of shit that you really don't need to be listening to. Okay, and then there's the possibility that if you have been in substance abuse and you're hearing voices telling you to hurt people, man, you're sick. You need to go see a doctor. Okay, you need to actually go get help for that. If you're not looking after yourself properly, you're not washing yourself properly, you're not having showers, you're not doing things, you may actually have depression or bipolar disorder or, schizophrenia or whatever, one of those things. So you need to verify that too. You need to check that out too. So, find a spiritual leader in your community that, you can actually bounce things off, bounce ideas off. I've got a lovely mentor. Her name's Kathy. She's sending a shout out to Kathy. She's amazing. She's an older Christian woman. She's been walking in her faith a really long time. She understands I'm a metaphysician and I'm slightly different, but she's a great mentor. This is actually being a master of your own destiny, okay? But because it came out reversed, you still got a little bit that you need to learn, okay? Just a little bit of learning. It's just around the corner. It's just around the corner. So that is our week. By the end of the week, you're going to find out, shit, I've got gifts and abilities that people are going to start to give me credit for, and I'm going to be quite successful. I'm going to be, you're going to be doing really well. Stepping into your power. That wish is coming. It's coming on Saturday. It's not coming in the way that you expect, and it may actually just test you just a little bit to see exactly how inclusive you actually are. But it's going to be a fantastic week. That's 41 minutes. God bless you. Look in the mirror every day. Tell yourself I was created in the image and likeness of the Creator. I am a God. I am a goddess. Honsha Shonen, Rebel Reverend. Stay tuned. Be sure to hit subscribe and leave some comments. I will talk to you in a few days. See ya. Bye.